to do the recap?
I can.
Okay.
So, over the previous evening, our group is recovering from TG's Mad Circus. TG, also being known as TGI Friday. What happened was hidden from Heathen's memory. He thinks it's just a normal day, and we're once again coming down in the morning for breakfast in our tavern. Unfortunately, the city has moved on while we were distracted by the madness of the previous day. Because one of our party members has been romancing local royalty. I won't say who, but it turns out we have a very good reason, aside from our previous job, to not want the princesses to get killed by the prince. Love. That is a very, very important reason. Viola is not biased about how important it is. So, the previous between session Discord notes came onto the table, and it turns out there's a romance flourishing, and we basically agree that the prince from the Western continent was responsible for the assassins, although a lot of the evidence is sparse. We try and review our resources. We bring up to Heathen about how we can try and protect the princess going forward from any future attacks, because it seems like the king, he was slated to die, one of the princes was slated to die, and if we had not been there, the remaining princess would have been romanced by the prince coming in person. It was a terrible mess. We had a few more personal revelations, as well as reviews for the awful things the prince did on the Western continent, and the scale of destruction that was risking all of the continents if he continued to cause his mad schemes on this terrible wreck across the world. Additionally, Heathen and Suri made it clear that, well, Heathen appears to be the bastard son of the Western continent's king, and he specifically severed the ties with the dragons due to his bloodline and his forced decision to kill the record keeper.
Well, that's what you're hoping, or that's what you're guessing.
That's what appears to fit. And so we have started reviewing all of the clues for the crimes and madness that have been going on in Per Se, which apparently the prince was a backer of, and just demonstrating he is involved in a large number of crimes. He is not a spoiled little princeling who's incompetent. He is a mad schemer, and he is going to continue this, and he's going to continue to torment Heathen for ridiculous reasons. But regardless, we have a job to do. We want to make sure this city is fortified against him should he ever return, as well as make sure anyone who assisted those assassins is brought to justice. Because we know that at least one of them escaped, and we know that the local law enforcement hasn't sought us out since succeeding so many times. So something is up. We're going to get to the bottom of it, and ideally we'll get more resources before we move on and chase after further problems in this area.
And more happened.
Yes. So we found our way to the evidence locker related to when we rescued the child trafficking victims, as well as the undead research in a warehouse in the poorer side of the town. We specifically, Heathen ate a number of objects that appear to call to whatever strange blood is within him. Mr. Fluffy Ears stole some silver grass.
Silver vine.
Also, silver vine, similar to catnip. We may have stolen some gold and other currency. Maybe.
Do I have to look at you again with a strong look of warning?
It wasn't Viola.
Okay, good.
Viola was investigating the soul shards, which were present and were apparently looted from the warehouse. We haven't figured out a way to verify if a dragon's soul is in one of them, which means a dragon could come here and wreck part of the city trying to get at it. But we've confirmed that at least one of them has a soul in it, and there are a few broken fragments as well from unsuccessfully stored souls or modified souls or whatnot. So that's the sort of thing that resulted in the giant we fought back on the Western continent, the fleshy monstrosity from the church. So he has some sort of goal. He was funding research and kidnapping victims and doing all sorts of science experiments. We are currently still in the warehouse going through the rather large catalog of items they've picked up and organized. The guard who was seeing to us went for a walk because basically only one of us was supposed to go in at a time, and we are just browsing now, defying the rules because we're basically trustworthy, even though it's against code. So we're trying to find evidence linking to the prince or what else he could want, such as the details on the poisons which sickened and eventually killed the king of the Western continent, as well as anything that could be helpful for the investigation of the assassins here on the Northern continent.
I like
or the magical way he escaped. It's probably more just not remembering all of the details.
You get a point of inspiration. Trogger, make sure that you get your point for earlier.
I did. I was going to actually ask, being as one of the people who is one from the Western continent and two, a follower of that god in particular, if three just in general, being more religious in nature, if Trogger would be able to determine whether or not the soul crystal with a soul in it was filled with a dragon soul.
For that, roll an Arcana. Also, did you want to roll an insight to see if you saw the sleight of hand that no one else noticed?
I mean, I can, but first things first.
Yeah.
It's a 12.
It still works. You can tell that at least one of them is, but the other two are not. They are just soul-filled, so you wouldn't know exactly what soul is in them.
Okay. And then on the insight, that's going to be a lot better. Never mind. 15.
Yeah, you didn't roll high enough. You didn't notice either, so someone got away scot-free. Totally not hinting, but yeah. So the last thing
everybody heard the lock on the safe being broken open. Everybody witnessed.
Yes, but nobody witnessed
opened.
the stealing.
Alleged stealing.
Yes, alleged stealing. So at last,
Viola failed the check to hear that you were working on the safe, so that's why she didn't interfere.
the last part was Viola was taking Heathen by the hand to go tell the guard that Heathen had eaten evidence and hope that the money would be a good replacement for it. Also, this was said out loud so the party actively knows that Viola is currently doing this.
Wait. Well, I'll wait for us to start.
Oh, we're already starting. I'm just saying that was what was missed, was Viola actively taking Heathen to basically go tattle on
Viola,
him.
what did you just say, Viola?
Our boy here has eaten multiple pieces of evidence, some because they're food, some because of their magical nature, just biting through them somehow, and including drinking certain potions
What?
from...
Why? Okay. And you're about to go do what?
He has stolen from the law enforcement who are trying to protect the kidnapped kids and generally help us. So I'm going to ensure he apologizes and recognizes this was a poor choice and that he will not do it again, especially since he could have hurt himself very badly by drinking and eating strange substances.
And then their first thing is, why was he in there? He has committed a crime being in there. We are associated with him, or at least you are. That's a crime. You'd basically be implementing yourself and everybody in the group as trespassing and breaking multiple laws. Next time, let's keep an eye on the kid.
Oh no. You mean me? Okay. Unless you're volunteering.
I wouldn't have brought him into such a place if he was mine. Galen kind of mumbles that to himself.
You would have left him outside on the streets where anyone could kidnap him?
That's even more irresponsible.
That sounds
He would have
irresponsible.
been left at home.
Without anyone to guard him when he has a bounty out for him.
We did that once, and he picked up a stray.
Seems like a better outcome than what happened here.
Yet to be seen. Heathen. I'm gonna get down on my knees in front of Heathen and put my hands on his shoulders. Heathen, do you know how to make yourself throw up?
He nods slowly, but I don't have any of that with me.
I mean, out of character, we could just punch him in the gut.
Any of what on you?
The stuff that he gave me. I accidentally might have eaten some of his food, so as punishment, I drank this foul liquid that made me expel it all.
Ipkek.
Okay.
You're not wrong.
Is there any other way that you can throw up for me so that you can maybe spit out some of what you ate and we can put it back and not have to tell the guards that you ate things that you shouldn't have?
How do I do that?
I don't know. I don't know. Guys, anything? Is there, you've got magic? Is there something that can make him throw up? Is there a spell of like a disembodied like hand that can go into his stomach and pull it out? Like,
I'm not an herbalist or anyone skilled there, but if I remember right, in general, you could potentially make something like that with flowers. Yes?
Okay, are any of these flowers the ones that we need?
I'm
cat
not
holds
an
up a paw.
herbalist.
Cat holds up a paw.
Are you skilled in herbalism, Mr. Fluffy Ears?
I have an idea.
Is it going to hurt Heathen?
No.
Out with
Does-
it.
Will it hurt us?
Does it involve fire?
No, it doesn't involve fire.
Whatever he ate might already be in the process of hurting him.
I believe I have a spell that can help at least a little bit if we have just a moment. But you can work on your to learn the
Okay, what-
truth of the situation, but it won't help him throw up.
What's your idea, Mr. Fluffy?
Mr. Fluffy Ears gets into a position where he can lock eyes with Heathen. He goes, huh.
Heathen will look at you, tilt his head. I thought I was supposed to throw up.
Cat doing the hairball thing right in his face.
Oh. It took me a bit to figure out what you were doing.
I figured he was trying to do the whole you make a gag sound and it makes the other person gag.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah, he's confused. He's gone through a lot worse than that. But you know what? Let's roll a con. Why not?
Stick a finger down your throat.
I mean, he might be confused, but it might just take his brain a moment to catch up and be like, "Oh yeah, we're supposed to puke now."
Yeah.
Right.
So
Fluffy goes, I tried. I tried.
He'll point to the cat and look at Viola. I think he's throwing up.
Okay, I think whatever he did backfired.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
I'm not a
Holly.
doctor, so I don't know how this works. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know how this works. But Heathen, can you open your mouth up as wide as you can for me?
He tilts his head. He's very baffled at this, but looking straight at you, he opens his mouth as wide as possible.
I'm gonna put my hands on his cheeks, like you do when you're looking in a kid's mouth and trying to see down his throat and lying to him and telling him that it looks like they ate candy when you don't know when you actually can't see anything.
He's
Okay,
not
I always
poisoned,
thought
Viola. Viola did detect poison and disease. Mother, can I have another drink? May I? Can you get off your fat ass and get me a drink, please? Okay. Will you bring me my
Okay.
EV, please? But yeah, the detect poison and disease, there is none. He is not poisoned or diseased. You do
Okay.
detect poisons in there, but he is fine. Anyway, he trembles a little bit in your hands because he doesn't know what the hell you're doing, but he keeps his mouth open.
Okay, I was under the impression that I would be able to see into your stomach if I did this, and I think I've been lied to my entire life.
You can't see anything? Do I not have a stomach?
I'm gonna look at the rest of the group. Is that how that works?
Dalen shakes his head.
Frogger gives you the biggest shrug.
I got nothing for you. My idea didn't work.
Heathen is gonna tear up. I don't have a stomach.
I'm tempted to try and reach down there and see if I can pull anything out, but I'm worried he might bite my hand off.
Just hit the
He's a
dangling thing in the
wild
back of his
animal.
throat.
Does anyone have a stick?
Use your fingers. The long one.
Okay, my other idea.
Listen, I do approximately know what he ate, so we can just go through them one by one. The first
We're not
one.
sticking around here. We need to get out of here because, as a group, we're not supposed to be here. We have our information. Let's get out of here.
As you're talking, you hear a commotion upstairs.
Oh, that's a good idea. We should leave. We can fix Ethan later.
Okay, we rush to get out, but are careful not to knock anything over or to leave anything behind. So Viola has her hand on Ethan's hand this time.
He's mumbling, I don't have a stomach, where does my food go?
You have a stomach, he just can't see it. Which is normal. He just can't see it, which is normal.
He doesn't know that.
Viola's going to cast Expeditious Retreat on herself and pick up Heathen.
What does that do?
It
Takes
lets
more
me
speed.
dash immediately and gives me a big boost to speed. And it just dashes a bonus action every turn. So if I dash twice, it's 90 feet in a round.
And are you doing this quietly? How are you doing this? Are you taking the lead?
I'd say unless I start hearing like weaponry and armor jangling, yeah, she just put Heathen on her back, piggyback style, after casting it, and start running, just leading the way so we don't start talking again.
I will try to keep up.
Yeah, so you're able to move 60 feet at a time. Correct?
Yes, like I can still stop and start wherever. It's not just shoving me in a line. Yeah.
It would be 90 feet.
Okay, 90.
Normal movement, bonus action, and a dash.
Hearing the commotion from upstairs, roll me a d20 to see if you bump into anyone as you're rushing out.
Can I make a reflex save instead?
Yeah.
Dexterity save. 12.
No, 12's fine. You're able to rush out the door as some of the guards are rushing towards the building, and they see you as a blur. They're calling out, "Halt! Stop!" How is everyone going to respond?
I mean,
I just trips along after the dashing person. I'm a cat.
I would also like to ask. I'm pretty sure we're in an area where we're fine to be
No.
right now. Yes.
From what you missed, one of the guards told the party that due to restrictions, even though you are the party that helped, you're only one person's allowed at the time inside because they're low on people at the moment. They're still trying to excavate and whatnot. But because he doesn't get paid enough and he doesn't want to have to deal with all of you, he just said, I think it's time for my lunch break. So y'all all just went in. You went downstairs to where the evidence lockers are, opened a locked gate to get inside said evidence as a group. and allegedly stole shit from locked places.
How many people are here?
In your
Yes. So how many?
Nope. The person that's yelling halt, stop.
Not to mention, I thought we were already out of that area by the time the session started.
No, you were downstairs still in the evidence lockers, because that's where Viola was like, oh, we have to go tell the guards that you ate contraband. So you started in the evidence lockers downstairs. Currently, 3 guards are rushing to the front door of the guard building.
Where are we?
Currently inside, because Viola was the first one out using all 3 movements.
I would be ready.
She ran.
Because of my movement speed.
Yeah, I would need a visual where the guards are,
Past
where
them?
everybody else is.
Okay. Everyone started out in the evidence locker. Viola using her ability, Expeditious Retreat, and all of that went up the stairs and out the door as fast as possible. That's why they looked as a blur. As 3 guards are currently rushing towards the building itself.
Yeah, but who are they yelling stop, halt to?
Viola, because they were the first ones out.
So
they're
looking
turned
away
and
from the
faced.
building.
Yeah, so they're turned and faced towards her, not seeing us yet.
Not yet, no. She rushed out with Heathen as a blur, and seeing that some people rushing out, they're just saying out loud, stop. So they
Okay,
have
that's
not
fine.
seen the rest of the party yet. They see Viola as a blur with Heathen.
And they can't see anything. Darkness.
How?
Darkness. And we will put them in darkness while we finish getting out of the way. So all they will realize is all of a sudden their vision is engulfed in darkness for now.
Do you have bat fur and or coal?
And it's a spell that I know I have, and I would keep my spell
If you
components
got
on
the
me.
component pouch, it's considered in there unless it's
Well, yeah,
a
but
certain price.
do you have a component pouch though?
If
Most
you don't, then a
things can
spell
be-
foci is fine.
Yeah, spell foci.
Okay. Now, do you have to see them first to do this? Or are you
You
doing it
cast
where
it
you
in
hear
an
the
area.
sound?
Well, we're coming out, and you've described to us where they are, who they're chasing. So
Yeah, but
I
they haven't
asked
seen
because
you haven't seen them. Do you have to physically be able to see them before you cast it?
no, I'm putting it in an area.
Okay.
It's like a zone.
Okay, that's why I'm asking, is like, did you have to see them to cast it, or you just hear the sound, so you cast it in that general direction? What?
You can cast it on a coin and toss it in.
And
Glow
that-
I still
darkness
couldn't
flying through
understand
the
that.
air.
yeah, I still didn't understand that. I'm sorry.
You can
You
cast
can place it on
coin.
an item and move the item, and that item is the focal point of where the darkness is,
Okay.
the radius of darkness.
Yeah, but I was just making sure, did you have to see them, or are you just, oh, I can hear them
No.
shouting, so I throw it in that direction?
I mean, they would be turned away from the door that we're going to be leaving from
Not
because
necessarily. They're
they're
focusing.
looking at the person that darted out, which is why I asked, where are they looking? Who are they going after? You said they were looking at the blur person running out of the door. Therefore, their attention wasn't on us, so I'd throw them into darkness when we got up there.
Okay. And can you
So-
describe
There like a cat out of hell.
how that looks to an outsider? Not the spell, or not you casting the spell, but what it would look like.
Not me casting the spell, but what it would look like. All of a sudden, this 15-foot radius sphere of inky blackness just engulfs this area that all of these guards were standing in.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it just, all of a sudden, their vision just goes like it's fucking midnight, no moon.
They start fighting themselves. They don't know what's going on. And because they do have their weapons out, because they're essentially going to go after someone, they are confused. So yeah,
Confusion would be good, but
you're able to get out. What do you do after you all kind of vamoosh?
Buffy takes off down an alleyway.
getting back to the tavern, preferably.
Everyone else?
Make his way there.
Okay. Okay, so yeah.
What time is it?
Say about like noon in game.
Lunchtime.
There. Okay. Yeah. So you're all able to make it there. Heathen has been holding on for basically dear life because this woman is gotta go fast. And is getting, I'll roll a con for him. Okay, yeah, he's fine. And yeah, you eventually reach the tavern. Don't everybody speak at once.
That's went swimmingly.
That's one way to put it. We have a lot of information that we can cycle through. So what now are we going to do? Do you all have tasks left in this town?
My goal is to protect Heathen and to protect you guys. And obviously put an end to the traitor himself. I am good to move out whenever we need to move.
I think that should be soon. Soon sounds good.
Are you going to keep holding on to Heathen, Viola? Okay, we'll come back to you.
Well, at this point, it's either we stay in town and continuously protect the royalty here, or leave that to their guard. And
I'd say leave protecting the royalty here to their own guard. They have it for a reason.
Oh, also, Trogger, you also learned from Astrid that the one possibly who initiated the whole fight on the royalty was possibly the prince, and
Go
that
figure. Okay.
they are essentially their rival in the pursuit of the princess. Love rival.
Oh, Astrid is?
You know that Astrid is
Huh?
currently pursuing, they're not here at the one moment. They are actively pursuing the second princess and learned that the prince is their secret boyfriend, so it is their love rival. Astrid
Oh, well,
asks,
their love rival won't be there for much longer.
Astrid also asked Viola for their basically sex changing ring, so to help the princess produce an heir, because, quoted, she said that I could not kidnap children. Because they asked if that was an option.
Yeah, I was here when they asked about if that was an option. I had a reaction to that, remember?
So I'm just saying that, yeah, the party knows that
That
they
one I
are
remember.
actively going after the princess to pursue them, has the ring, and is Viola is actively going to help them if possible. Is 100%
Frogger
for
has no
this.
care that they're going for any princess. His only care, killing the one who destroyed his home.
Oh. But yeah, but that was information you missed. Was that whole exchange between Astrid, Viola, the party, and finding out that the prince is also the love rival. So just to keep you updated on that. Welcome back.
Yeah, sorry. I don't have connection to that.
I was just
Part of the road. I'm
giving
almost home.
Trogger
Like 3
updated.
minutes. What I meant, I dropped out with. Sorry.
You all ran away from the tower, the guard tower, because Dalen casted darkness on the guards. Thank you. And you're now back at the tavern.
I really hope, just out of character, I really hope that we don't get caught and implicated in this somehow into some scheme that was not our plan that we just so happened to fall right into because, perfect place, wrong place type situation. I thought at the most perfectly, awkwardly wrong timing possible.
You mean like totally Scooby Doo fuck out?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You have a giant talking companion, why not?
Wait, how many people are there? 1, 2, hold up, wait. I need to count. 1, 2, never mind, there's more than 5. Wait, 5? 4?
What are you counting?
How many people were in the mystery gang? Was it 5? Was it 4?
that was
Well,
5.
five if you include
4
Scooby.
humans
With
and a
Scooby.
dog.
Daphne, Velma, Freddy,
Why do I feel like there's something
Shaggy,
missing?
Scooby, Scrappy.
Well, you got
No, not
Scrappy
that one.
later on.
Not that one.
No, there's an active thing going on about the Mandela effect on that too. People claim that there's one more person.
No, it
Now,
just feels
if
like
you're
there
gonna
was.
do the one with the Asian kid and and Vincent Price,
Are you talking about the one with Mike Tyson?
No.
Oh.
There is one where it's like a Flim Flam. Flim Flam is like an Asian, or not an Asian. He might be Mexican. He's a little kid. But then you're missing out on Freddy, Daphne, and Velma. It's Shaggy, Scooby, Flim Flam, and Vincent Price, basically.
We
And
got covered if we go with Crappy Doo.
Either way, the point being, like, it'd be fucked if that's just what happened there.
You darn kid.
And your
Anyways,
little orphan too. Rill, are you still there? I'm just gonna say that Viola let Heathen down as soon as y'all got there. Don't know what's going on. But yeah, you're back at the tavern.
she's there punching Heathen in the stomach, trying to make him throw up. That's what she's doing.
no, we're not. No, I said that out of character. We can't do that.
Okay, can we is there
Hold him up by the ankles and shake him until it comes out of his mouth.
The party complains about not watching them and then does child abuse.
I think Dalen's the only one that was complaining about them not watching him. Who put these people in charge of a child?
Child, funny enough.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes,
as far,
children don't make good decisions.
Genuinely, as far as I know, as a player and the character, the child is the one who chose the party.
From what I remember, he didn't really care, but didn't really have a place to return to now that he was no longer employed, in quotations, and said that if you don't care, I don't care, and followed. Easily could have told him, no, you stay, but the party didn't, so
well,
he
that might have
essentially adopted a child.
Then gave it a fucking baby Kraken.
No, he found that.
No, he came with that.
If he wasn't with them, he wouldn't have it.
You're not wrong.
Actually, no,
But
you might
they
be wrong.
gave him a baby Kraken.
No, because he could have also found it on his own.
No, he would have either been dead or stuck in an orphanage.
Most likely dead.
he might have found the Kraken as a ghost.
Either way, you've both, the whole party has adopted a child, and now the child's pet. He is everyone's responsibility.
And now the child is a pet.
To a certain point of view. So what are you going to do now that everyone's back at the tavern safe and sound?
Well, we're trying to determine what we need to be doing now. Do we stay here in this town? Is there things that you all need to do? Dalen just joined this group. He is done with this town unless it's going to get him more research material from the royalty or
You
nobility.
currently have things to research, if you don't remember.
I have it, yes, but this is part of this group. Knowledge that they need. Not particularly knowledge that I need.
Well, Astrid is still currently pursuing the princess and now has to defeat the love rival, which would mean that Astrid has to leave the town character is a cat, so doing cat shenanigans,
Meow.
which just leaves Trogger and Viola where Viola is. I don't know at the moment. And if you're talking, we do not hear you.
Me or Rill?
Real.
Real.
Okay, I was
They
about to
have been-
say.
They have been silent since getting away from the watch. So, what is Trogger's goals or plans?
I told you he has 2 major goals right now. Technically 3 if you want to subdivide one of them, but it's
Kill the
protect
prince.
Heathen and the party like collectively, and kill the prince.
But I mean, what are you going to do now that you've gotten away from the guards? What is your next plan of action?
time of day is it?
Lunchtime. He's eating lunch. Afterwards, he doesn't really care what we do next. If we leave, if we stay, though, he would like to know a plan of action. Plans aren't his aren't his strong suit. He's used to being told what the plan is. You know.
With all the information that they all have provided, do we know roughly where the prince is?
From when you were, not you yourself, but from when the party was following, they can confidently assume he went in directions southeast, but to the eastern continent.
If they have relayed that information to me, I will point out that we need to get rid of him. We need to get to the eastern continent.
I do not know if they have relayed that or not. Did you relay that information to the new party members, Trogger? That you
What new information?
that you can safely assume the prince went to the eastern continent?
Oh yeah, he would 100% share that because his goal is to kill him. He wants to kill him.
Then yeah, you would know that.
Yeah, like he would 100% share that. Like, hey, yo, yeah, he's probably going there next.
Well, we know where he is. Is that our next course of action? Do we go after him?
I say we do.
I cannot say if it would be the smartest idea because we do not know what type of reach and connections he has in the East. But I can tell you, I would absolutely love nothing more than to go to the East and find him and drive my blade through him.
Are we sure that the princess is safe now?
They have
If
their
she
own
has
guard.
not heightened her guard, there is an issue in that royalty at this point then.
And having served a part of...
I mean, you're more than welcome to stay with her and protect her for the rest of your known life or her known life. But I feel like they have their own hired guard and they should be increasing their watch if they have been attacked, especially just recently.
Well, I mean, there's still that assassin. Is it worth anything to find
me,
and
when I
or is
say
that just a
this,
dead end?
that would be a waste of our time. The City Watch and their own police force and military would be a far better resource than we would be at catching them.
And if they've had their guard, that one assassin is not going to be able to. Well,
that one
maybe
assassin
not,
probably.
but they'll have a harder time getting in.
And we also can't be everywhere at the same time. We have to pick our battles here.
And if I'm understanding everything that you guys told me, the man that sent the assassins is the prince. And as long as he's still active, he can send more.
If we can keep cutting off arms, or we can go for the head.
Giggity.
But sure, if you would like to stay and protect the princess, by all means. I don't know how far that'll get you in her eyes.
Do
From
you think it is needed?
from what I remember, the party wanted to check on who might be the prince's benefactors. Were y'all going to go to the churches to find out that information?
Sounds like a Trogger thing.
I don't remember who, but I just remember someone was.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Repeat what you said?
At some point, someone said that they should look into the church, be it the one from here, the Western church, a church here, though, to see if they have any information of possible heretics that were denied entry, maybe any information they have that related to who could be benefactors to the prince in this continent, that who's supporting him. It was mentioned last time.
I don't remember mentioning that myself.
No, I think
That was
Will
not.
said it, but he's not here for some reason.
I'm here. I'm just
Oh.
thinking about it. I don't quite.
Oh, you're talking again.
Yeah, we haven't heard you since you left the tower.
I don't quite. Well, we cast darkness when we were talking about. I'm not sure what exactly I missed. I'm sorry. I think
You basically got away from the guards and you're now back at the tavern. You okay?
You black out?
I think
I casted darkness?
I think I just might have. I'm sitting in bed. I might have like fallen asleep for 2 or 3 minutes or something. Sorry.
Did you need to go?
No, I feel okay. I'm awake now.
God, Dalen, stop casting shit on the party.
I mean, that was 30 minutes ago.
Well, it said it can last up to an hour. Maybe you finally lost concentration.
It's up to 10 minutes.
Yeah, close enough.
Not an hour. I'll remember that. Close enough. 10 minutes is close enough to an hour.
Don't make me smite you.
I'm going to remember this.
Dalen will remember this.
This will be remembered.
But yeah, you're at the tavern with the party. Nightmare or Trogger is eating lunch.
It is a hearty lunch. It looks amazing.
What are you buying?
Just everything is doused in gravy.
100%.
That's going to be 1 gold.
Happily pays for the amazing meal.
And
The
you're
cat looks at what Walker has. It gestures that he wants it too.
that would be again 1 gold. And the gravy is actually dripping off of the plate because there's so much of it.
That's fine. Messes are expected to be made. He will take like if he's given something to like a paper towel or a towel or something like that, he'll use it to wipe up the small mess before he like when he's done, because just
Yeah,
habit.
he stopped questioning this party a while ago, so he doesn't even comment a single thing. He gives you your
I mean,
food, you know.
It's not a normal thing to just at least minimally clean up your area
Oh no, he's
when
just
you're
not
done with it?
commenting on the party itself. Whatever y'all do is considered normal at this point, from what he's seen. And he doesn't get paid enough to deal with your shit. So, Real, what are your plans now that you're at the tavern?
Do we need to talk about what we successfully found there? Do we have an idea of if we're going to a noble or a certain part of the city based on what everyone discovered?
Were you? Okay, so I did say earlier, and Kyo reminded me about it. Trogger would have shared the information that the prince would have been likely heading to the eastern continent now.
No, I don't. I'm sorry. No.
I missed
Okay.
that too.
Well, I'm glad I restated it because you woke up. I'm all good. I get it. It's
Yeah.
happened to me before where I've just been exhausted. A good sleep schedule helps.
I mean, I'm lacking sleep here too.
But yeah, no, that was information new for the for Dalen character and Astrid. Rill would already have known that because he was there chasing the prince. Astrid was following but didn't understand what was going on because they were found in the cavern.
Yeah.
But that info would be new for the three of them as a party. But yeah, with Nightmare saying that everyone would know now that the prince is headed towards the east, as far as y'all could guess.
Does that include the benefactors thing? Did we figure that out?
I know that's why I was asking last session. I believe it was Real suggested going to the churches or whatever to see if they could find information about who might be a benefactor in this continent for the prince or anything related. Cut them
Yes,
off.
basically assuming it worked so well on the Western continent, what if he just did it again? Because these people, like, the only magic users who'd be allowed to cast spells on the royalty would be the head of this church. So what if just one of them gets invited with us to verify that, we're telling the truth about the rebellion in the Western continent, and that he can never be allowed to set foot here again. He is responsible and is not a good suitor.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to
I
bring
guess
up.
we got to do that now.
Also, my codium isn't here, so we can move y'all on. I just cannot host the encounter itself because I don't know what he had planned. So I want her to finish this continent before we go on.
Okay. I need to do something, and that I don't know what the best direction for this is, but if we go to the church first to ask if they can cast spells on the royalty, or if I should ask Lena to cast a spell on to get the church to come cast spells on us so that we can explain to them what happened.
Well, taking a look at this item list of what was pulled out from down there, somebody had deep fucking pockets to procure this amount of material. So that rules out a majority of the people and leaves us with nobility and, of course, the church. The church has deep pockets, even if they don't admit it at times. So somebody here is not on the up and up.
Yeah.
They are allied with the prince. What does this guy have a fucking name?
Gideon. It's such a bad name. He's such a bad person.
No offense to any
Whose
Gideons
name's
out
Gideon? Yes,
Private.
offense.
It's just-
All the offense. Any Gideons.
You just hate the man because he's in competition with you. Oh wait,
That-
wrong person. I mean, not technically.
Yes, right person.
Yeah. Okay, no, I did get the voice right.
And to be fair,
Okay.
I've never known a good Gideon either.
Same.
Now that I think about it, the only Gideon I actually know, like out of character, is Gravity Fall.
I was about to do something.
What
I was
if
about to
giddy
say,
out,
look at this little asshole.
bruh.
Has to be stopped. I don't know if what you're saying is true, but I hate him all the same.
Also, was the party going to make Heathen throw up at this point? I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Oh,
I think a 21 kind of cements that he's not gonna do it.
Okay, you gagging is only one option. I'm just saying it doesn't work for everyone.
I think
is
we
there
gave
not a
up.
spell that like can?
I
You're
can't.
Is there not a spell that makes people throw up?
I
No.
cast losing your lunch.
As far as you know, no. There's been no such thing as that ever created.
No, like magic hand that can go into his stomach and pull things out.
Not that you know of.
Damn.
Not with that.
No, of course not.
It's never
Nor
been
was I
Have
conceived.
mage hand?
to.
Oh, I got it.
A mage hand, a wizard hand, a sorceress,
I
sorcerer.
cast gut punch.
Can we hold him upside down and just like shake him by his legs?
That's what Dalen suggested too.
Heathen, do I have permission to touch you?
Heathen looks at you now, very concerned, and hides behind Viola.
He's asking permission. I'm gonna hide.
If we're going to the church, then maybe one of them has a healing magic or
What did he even
a
swallow?
potion. Okay, I can actually have the list. So, I'd like to communicate something to you without saying the actual name of it. So,
Okay.
dried meat
Okay.
harvested from inside of that place.
The place we were just at?
No, harvested by the criminals who were kidnapping kids and whatnot.
Oh!
Aside from that, a vial of liquid. It was some sort of potion, or it was a sample from one of the cauldrons. An enchantment plate, like Skyrim style, with glyphs on it. It has.
How the fuck did he eat a plate?
No, he took a bite of it.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's worthless already.
A skipping stone with a sigil. It had something written on it, but we need someone who can translate it, because our party used to have 3 people who knew Draconic, and now it doesn't.
Isn't Draconic like the easiest language to know?
You literally, or you still have someone who knows it. Excuse me?
Yeah, but you have to give it
You
out to
weren't
him
here
first.
last week. That's why.
Yeah, you weren't here.
You guys don't know Draconic?
Heathen understands Draconic and can speak it. He just cannot read it.
I can read it.
I can.
I know something you don't.
I don't know Draconic.
Also,
I've never
Trotter would
interacted
know
with a
because they live
Dracon.
there.
Aw, damn,
Yeah.
it was Galir, not Gideon. I was hoping it was Gideon. It's Galir. Damn it.
The prince is Gideon, just so because that's ambiguous. But yeah. But it had writing on it. Heathen doesn't know his written symbols very well yet. He was specifically not taught to read Draconic. So
Well, not
Oh,
to
man.
read anything. He can read maps. That's it.
I know. Sorry, I thought you were done with the maps.
Go ahead.
But anyway, can we just take him to the church and continue discussing this? And again, use the church to get the message to the Princess Lena, as well as
Message to the princess.
Would you be comfortable going to her and finding a suitable meeting place? We will ask the same thing to the bishop or whatever at the head of this church, so that we can convene together.
I have to go get one thing before I do that, but I will make my way to her immediately after that.
All right, I recommend trying not to commit any crimes.
I know.
Please do not commit more burglaries or robberies or whatever you commit. If you
I
do,
don't commit anything except for to her.
I did say if you do.
I am offended by these words.
Pirates are
You are
generally
offended by
criminals.
words. That is interesting.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Liberated.
Pirates are what?
Pirates
Trustworthy?
are generally criminals.
That is not what I was saying, but sure.
No, Viola was.
Either way, we do not need more attention. Just in general.
Oh, there we go. Where did I set it?
Mostly because I would like to be done dealing with extra people myself.
Viola's going to pull some dried fish out of her bag and give it to Heathen to snack on, so we don't have to buy anything while we're walking. Just something to set his stomach.
Yeah, he'll eagerly eat it because he trusts you. Still concerned about why he was asked to be touched when earlier she had just grabbed his face. So being asked, "Can I touch you?" is still a little bit concerning because that means it's going to be a different touch than just grabbing his face, and that's why he's sticking beside Viola. But yeah, he will eagerly eat on that.
So, it's yellow outside.
What?
It's yellow outside my window. Yellow. Fiery
Oh.
orange. I was worried when I see yellow.
Because
Oh no, I know why.
fire.
Is it just the suns?
Storms.
Okay, so yeah, where are y'all going? Or what are y'all doing?
I am following Viola.
Yes, we're going to the nicest district of the city and approaching. If it's convenient, we're grabbing someone from the Dragon Rider God Church and bringing them with us to the Northern Church.
So the majority of churches, except for those that are lesser known or not really perceived positively in this country, are all going to be in the top district. So in the 3rd district, which would both include the Dragon Rider God and the Delphi. You can easily find someone to tell you, oh yeah, go down this street, it'll be there. It's very easy for someone to tell you where whichever church is at. Going to the Dragon Rider God church, you can have someone come with you. It'll take a few minutes, depending on what level of a person you want. Like how high they are on
And the clergy.
thank you. My brain just kind of stopped for a moment. I couldn't think of the word.
Oh, good.
Anyone who has seen to basically a duke or higher or has been to the castle before, like by invite, doesn't have to be the head, but probably the top 8 people somewhere in this church. Assuming it's a church of, like, including staff, 30 people.
When it comes to anyone that has been invited to the castle, it would be the head of the church and those that are directly underneath that would, oh, he's busy, I'm in his stead. But anyone else would not be allowed due to their lack of level, because they would, directly talk to the higher ups due to safety reasons, stuff like that. But yeah, are you going to go with the head of the church or one of his retainers?
I'm fine with just a retainer, just someone who would be recognized by the Northern Church as well, I suppose, once we talk to someone worthwhile.
Are you willing to give a donation for this type of help, since all donations are seen favorable in the eyes of the Lord?
At the conclusion of our business, we'll be leaving this. So yes.
And what is it, sister, that you are willing to donate to our Lord and Savior, the Dragon Rider?
So just to be clear, Viola put down a 50 gold bounty on information about the assassins who went after the princess, correct?
Yes.
Princesses
Roger
and
would
killed the
step
king?
forward.
I would specifically give him something sufficient to earn that bounty as a reward from what we just learned, that it was Gideon. He's on the western. So,
you have information, but you don't have proof. That's what you're unfortunately lacking, is concrete proof. While this has happened, Astrid has left the group and will meet the party at the castle.
Okay.
Yeah, Astrid is.
So, that's it. We want a God's blessing, someone respectable in the church to verify our words are true with Zone of Truth. And that should make our claim sufficient, as well as the information we have on the Western continent and our direct communication with the princess. that is because it doesn't seem like, unless we spend days and days digging through evidence, it doesn't seem like we'll have proof, and we need to get a move on. So, yeah.
So you're
Unless anyone has a better
requesting
plan.
at least a retainer that is able to do a zone of truth or somewhat similar to accompany you to the then Delphi church, who will then meet attend with you to the castle.
Yes, that is exactly it, and just confirm before the gods and the blessed royalty of Terrafe that we are telling the truth, and just that is sufficient as proof until the actual evidence is combed through.
Yeah, that is a request for work, and they're asking what you're willing to donate for this time and work. They are willing to help you, but they also do kind of require, a donation. They've been free up until this
Holes in
point.
this.
Okay, I am giving the 50 gold bounty by permitting them to turn it in and collect the reward through the neutral party. That's it.
Okay. The person will take the request paper and they will, go to the retainer because they have to verify everything. It'll take a few minutes. And then once they return to tell you, yes, they can do this for you, just, give them a little time. And one of the retainers will eventually join up with you. Yes, Aylin?
Okay.
What?
You were going to say
I'm
something?
sorry, who spoke before I interrupted to clarify again?
Oh, no. I was saying I could see holes in this whole zone of truth.
We'll get to that.
I will leave that alone.
And then Trogger was going to say something.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Was there anything else needed in the Dragon Rider Church?
Does anyone have a potion suitable to help with stomach ailments or a minor blessing to help our boy here?
Help to do what, my child?
Ideally, to spit up something inedible which was devoured, if not, to help it pass in the days to come while we're on the road, in case it is magically dangerous.
Are you asking one of the workers or the retainer themselves?
One of the workers, they seem like they know more about who, like, tales of who's actually solved a problem rather than, yeah.
Yeah, they can, ask within. This could be during the time when you're waiting for the retainer to join you.
Yep.
During this, they don't have to ask for a donation because you already submitted one. Another higher up could come over. They've got glasses. They kind of move him around a little bit as they look heaving up and down. He's got this stern look on him. But it's just years from research. Their eyes have gotten kind of bad from it. Heaven is unfortunately unnerved by this because this is what is he doing? And you see the glasses kind of glow for
Thinking
a
about
moment.
how he's gonna put it in you.
Wrong church. Wrong church. And after a moment, just kind of looking Heathen up and down, he will turn to you, Viola.
Are you sure?
You want to find out, Dalen?
Are you sure this is the wrong church? He's looking up and down this child.
We'll look to Viola and be like, did he eat something inedible? Because I can sense magic, but I don't sense and he'll do the quotations in his voice of unedible.
Did we put the plate back or take it with us?
As far as you
As
know,
you said, he then saved it for later.
One more time.
You said that Heathen was saving the rest for later, for either the rock or the plate, the enchantment plate. So
No, he took a bite of the plate, didn't like it, and he put it somewhere. And then put a gold coin in its place. Because, why would you leave something half eaten back there? He's just going to put it somewhere. So it's like, oh, yeah, I ate the whole thing. But he just took a bite out of it.
okay, so we have it then.
You didn't
No,
specifically look for it.
He
What
put
the hell
it.
does somewhere mean if he doesn't have it?
So there's
Back
a
in
bunch
the
of
town. We're back in the
tables.
tower.
There's a bunch of tables with a bunch of stuff on it. He took it from one place. He bit it. He set it down. It's randomly set somewhere.
Yeah, he just put it out of sight because he didn't care for it. But as you told him, you got to pay for things you eat. So he put gold in its place. Because he
Okay.
What
showed
I'm
you his
picking up here
hands,
is that he eats like a toddler.
basically. Because he showed you his hands
Poor
and
dog.
mouth. He had nothing on him. And I just listed to you what he had eaten.
Okay, I communicate as best I can that to this guy. And say meat of unknown origins,
Yeah.
partially preserved.
He gives a stern look to you and to whoever's there, Astrid not included because he's not there. She. Of disdain of
Thank you.
like, this is a child. Why would you allow them to eat these things? Not going to say anything, but he gives you that look of, you're a bad parent.
He is unfazed.
Staring at Viola.
Oh no,
He's
this is
just
to anyone
shooting
that's
daggers. Shooting daggers at Viola. No, he's staring hard at the girl that's holding his hand, bringing him right to him.
there. And we'll say, I sense nothing that can cause harm, but there is a magical source within him, and we'll point to the stomach area. No, without touching him. He'll be fine as far as I can tell. There's no worry of a blockage if that is your concern. If you are, have him drink this, and he'll give you a small vial of a dark liquid.
Ipecac.
It's no. It's something else.
No, it's Ipecac.
Is it to help pass items and stubborn guts?
It is.
The magical energy you sense from his stomach. What kind of magical energy is that?
Yes, Mother? Okay. Thank you.
So it's yes, mother energy.
God
Got it.
damn it, I will murder you. Mother? Yeah, that's fine.
Well, it won't be from a lack of trying.
Well, it was a good run.
He kind of winces a little, or not winces, but like squints a little. Some of it seems to be draconic. Another seems to be odd. It's not of a normal origin. And this one, he would be talking about the liquid that he then had ingested. That it's not organic in nature.
Draconic in nature and unfamiliar.
Okay, question. Who the hell is Heathen's caretaker again?
Technically,
Primarily
the party.
Iowa. Yeah. Basically, the group collectively adopted him because the city he was in,
Now, hang
tried to
on.
kill him.
Trogger didn't get a choice. He's just said that he'll protect the kid.
Technically, you never said he couldn't join. Heathen was happy either way. He could have stayed, having no place to return. He could go with the party. He left it up to the party. The party said, you can come if you want, so he joined, because that was technically not a no. And it would only be the original party, so for the current 3 new ones,
So
technically...
that's up to the cat, Rill, and Trogger at the moment.
No, not the cat.
You three.
The cat is still
That's one of
technically
the
new.
Oh,
It's up to
Bill and
Viola, Trogger, and technically Siri, because they are the last of the original party that Heathen was a part of. Everyone else is gone.
Now, hang on. He only signed up to protect the child.
Okay, well, protecting him from ingesting horrible
Not
things.
parent.
That's a form of protection.
No.
We spent a month crossing the desert with him, teaching him how to wear armor and
Hunts.
be more capable than being a slave. So if you're not a parent, then that would be clear to everyone who was present for that.
You're
So
technically still
Viola was taking care of him.
you're the party's guardian, but as a parent, you're technically not a parent. It's just as a group mentality, you were all responsible for him by association.
Also, Trogger's not got the best vision for kids.
You were still there. You could have said no, and you didn't. So
I was not there.
guilty by association.
Dalen most likely would have if he was not engrossed in the search of information and all of that.
If I was there,
Dalen was in his element at that time.
Yeah, if I was there and the character actually saw him trying to do that, I would have said something.
But essentially, you were all responsible for him as a group. Now, what that responsibility is, that's on y'all. But as a group mentality, you're all responsible.
If anyone wishes to try and push Viola from the party because of this kind of issue popping up, I have ideas. So,
I mean,
to not adventure with him, but if you don't say anything, then this is what's going to happen.
And it's not like he has a place to go anymore. You've taken him from the West.
he didn't even have a place to go there.
Exactly.
Does anyone else have any questions? Yeah. Ethan, do you have any questions about your health for someone who's an expert?
Why do I keep eating? Or sorry, let me rephrase that. Why can't I eat forks? The person will look at him very confused and look at you, Viola, since he is next to you. Say again.
Our boy, his teeth appear rectangular at most times, but sometimes when eating, they change. And the jaw is suitably strong to eat metal at times. His upbringing was unclear.
I understand that a child needs nutrition, but that is not a smart way to get iron. And he does that look of disdain again of, you're doing a bad job as a parent.
Probably their cars would be
Okay.
made of wood. Especially in a tavern.
Huh. I hadn't thought about it. I figured it'd be like bronze or something that's cheaper now that iron is used for weapons and armor.
Well,
Yeah, hold up.
it was just metal in general because due to how he broke the first one, he had upgraded the child's silverware to last. Wood is so easily broken by some people. So he was taking pity on the child until he fucking ate the fork.
Can we move on now?
Do y'all want to move on? What are you going to do?
Ethan, do you have any other questions? We can look into it in the future, I suppose. If
No.
If it is. Okay.
The man will see you off, but he still has that look of disdain. He now fears for the child and his safety, but is not able to say anything because that's not his place. Yeah, you now have a small vial of not expectorant, that's the wrong word.
X-Lax.
Thank you.
X-Lax.
Ipecac.
No, it doesn't cause vomiting.
Yo, I just forgot what else to say.
Words.
Well, obviously words, but in what order and which words?
Hopefully not alphabetical, but in a sentence.
Do you have a better solution, since we don't have evidence, to tell the princesses, like, don't support this asshole if he comes back, tries to do more research and crap, or wants political power?
Who are you asking?
Don't know.
I was just, you forgot what you were going to ask, so I just threw out a suggestion because that's pretty important, and I'm kind of guiding things.
I have no clue, but it would probably be good to know that.
Okay, then as soon as Keo, can we have a name for the guy who's coming with us?
You can just list him as
Preacher man.
Dragon Rider Retainer. He's just the second in command underneath the head dude. So just he's a retainer. She doesn't matter.
Okay.
He doesn't matter. Yes, he does.
You know what? I'm gonna list Dalen
Dragon
as
Rider
Ipecac.
lives matter too.
I want to murder everyone here one day.
Why?
I've done nothing.
Okay, I can't say after
Whoa.
because they're not there either.
I've done nothing wrong here. I'm just forgetful.
But if nothing else happens, y'all go to the Delphi Church, which again, the retainer could easily lead you if you don't know the way. I mean, it's not hard for churches to know where everyone is of other churches. And does everyone's, not including Astrid, is everyone staying in the party, or is anyone gonna break off to meet at the castle?
Nope.
Dalen does not have an inn to be just walking into the castle.
Okay. I just want to make sure y'all are staying as a group. So yeah, you're able to get to the church. It's just a like 5-10 minute walk or so, depending on your stride. And again, when going in there, they'll ask what's going on. Unless you stop the retainer, they will speak up for you to explain the situation. Having the retainer there, they're able to kind of process things a little faster. But they will ask, are you going to make a donation for the Mighty Delphi?
How much did you give the other church? Real?
50 gold, just because I can't really get the 50 gold back, and I was hoping, and no one came forward to help us with the assassins, so screw it. Let's just
technically you could have gotten the money back by ending the request. You just wouldn't have gotten that fee back that you paid to process the quest.
Oh well.
So yeah, there was a 50 gold donation to the Dragon Rider god.
He'll match that. He'll just give 50 to them. He'll offer 50 gold to them as a donation.
Yeah.
Of good faith.
We could be corrupt and we don't have infinite gold. Whatever.
Well, y'all don't. Someone does. Yeah, they will happily take that amount, which will again process things a lot faster due to the amount of quote donations. And unfortunately, they don't do tax returns yet, so you won't get that money back.
That doesn't really care. He's kind of used to it. The government will screw you in every way, shape, and form. Why not the churches too?
While you're waiting for, and who are you wanting here? Do you want another retainer or the head person?
50 gold should get you the head person.
It's
An
a-
actual
uh,
an actual spellcaster. If this guy doesn't come with us, he has to turn us down himself and give us someone else who's trustworthy enough to speak for him.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you want the head guy, it just takes a little bit longer for him to get ready. But you said you didn't care in the first one, so that's why you got the retainer.
Yeah,
So-
I care more for this one.
Yeah, in this one, do you want the head guy? And I say guy is in general person, or do you want a retainer?
The head guy, if he's willing, but you said that this is the capital of the Northern Kingdom, so this is the main church of the continent.
Yeah,
so
like I said, it'll just take a little
it's
bit
going to-
longer for them to get ready.
Okay. Yeah.
But with
And
everything
yes,
going on,
just-
now that you have the other retainer, it will process a little faster. What is anyone going to do here while you're waiting for the head church person to show up? The bishop. Is it? That's the word, right? Yeah, bishop.
Archbishop.
Thank you.
I am just going to investigate what kind of people are showing up to this church.
Well, roll a perception. Yeah, so the majority are going to be people from the north, since this is their main religion. You see a couple people that seem a bit shadowy, but they have been welcomed here. And by shadow, I mean they're like wearing robes to kind of hide their features. But it's mostly just going to be northern people.
Bunch of fucking Sith.
You could say that.
Do majority of these people look well off, impoverished? What?
It's a mix. Like, it's just mostly people from this continent in general. So, human being the most common race, elven, anything that's half human, mostly.
Not asking about race, asking about their wealth.
All of it.
Do a majority of these people look like they're wealthy coming here or impoverished?
Being that this isn't a sacred day of a Sunday, it's a mix, more of the middle and lower district having the time to come and do a little prayer. There are some wealthy, but again, it's not the sacred day, so there's no like, oh, we have to be here kind of thing. But you will see a bit of a noble here and there. Anything else, Dalen?
Nope. Not if I haven't seen anything else.
Character? Or sorry, Fluffy?
Fluffy's good.
Okay, I guess Viola will ask, do you have any workers here who are familiar with the Western continent? Done a great deal of traveling, who might advise us for our upcoming journey?
My child, you have someone of the Western god here with you.
Indeed, but he'll turn to you. Have you traveled between the two continents before? Are you aware of threats that could capsize a boat, as happened to myself when I landed on the Okay, I meant the eastern continent, traveling to the eastern continent.
See, that's where I was thinking you were doing.
Yeah. Rewind the entire world 10 seconds to fix that sentence there.
We need Superman to do a rewind, please.
Nah, no need. You got a time warping device. Just click the button once, and it should do the job. Just don't click it multiple times. Only once.
Go back to the day of your conception. So, no, they go to explain that they don't know much of traveling. They've heard stories from travelers who will come here to pray. Most people travel by land if possible, since the waters are so dangerous, depending on how far out you go. Those who can afford it will have blessings put on the boat to help. But in the long run, you usually have to go the long way, which takes longer, costs more. Let's see, do I? Oh, I don't have the picture there. Yeah, because I should have a picture of the world.
Yeah, it's in lore at the very top.
Yeah, there should be a land bridge that. Oh, there is not. Okay, let me relook. Oh, the land bridge.
You had a second map, I think.
Yeah, the map was redone for this. Yeah, so yeah, there's a land bridge to the south and to the north from the west. I was confused. No, yeah, you most people get blessings on ships. You travel as far out as you can foot-wise, and then depending on where you are, the blessings usually help. And then you also don't go when it's like, I want to say congested, as in there's not a lot of people sailing that specific day, because more boats mean more attraction. So they usually have like a schedule at ports, so it's not overly crowded in the waters. So you can either hire a boat to go yourself, you could see about joining a boat for a cost, but it's best to do it with whatever blessings you can on that boat for a better journey. Not that it's a guarantee. But trying to go a direct path north to south or east to west is basically unheard of at this point.
Okay. So whichever town we wind up on the eastern coast, it should be fine to travel there, assuming we can get a blessing.
On foot, yes, and then when you convert to a boat, yes, you would hope that that boat itself has a blessing of some sort, just to increase your odds of survival, even in general.
Could your archpriest provide us a blessing we can attach to a boat, or is that a silly idea?
Unfortunately, my child, you would want someone physically there to bless a boat, and they usually at ports have someone. It may not be a specific church of your choice, but someone who can do a blessing regardless. It is common practice at ports regardless. Even here, we take shifts between churches to bless the boats that come here and leave. Characters doing fucking beatboxing in the background. Oh god, a cat doing beatboxing? It's the devil, burn it!
Okay, I think that's all of it. If no one else has any questions or wants a book, wants holy water, then we just wait and then we go to meet Astrid at the castle.
Moving on to.
I am still I'm still watching Heathen to make sure he doesn't mess with anything and he isn't feeling sick.
Going on to Trogger, was there something you wanted to do?
No, he's just following the group because that's its only goal at the current moment, which is kind of stick with you guys.
Well, since Siri isn't here and I had them planned first, roll me a perception, Trogger.
All right. Which one's perception? There it is.
Something
19.
catches your attention, or should I say someone.
Okay.
Do you follow?
Is it leading like
Without
away from
words,
the
you
group?
just part ways with the group and follow some random person?
From the group itself, yes, but it's within the church. You just happen to like catch it out of the corner of your eye, something, and then they go around a corner.
Is this like during waiting?
Yeah.
Like while they're waiting or talking? Oh, then
Yeah, that's why I was
he
asking
would.
every person, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do?
He would follow.
I was looking around already.
We're not doing you yet, so shut the fuck up. Thank you, but shut the fuck
Yes, but I would have seen Trogger walk off,
up. Technically,
especially with how armored he is.
yeah.
I mean, so with everyone, he's not necessarily trying to sneak away.
So yeah, as you go around
Where are you going to?
as you go around the corner, you meet you see like there's this hallway, and again just the end of the person goes around another hallway. Do you still follow? Think of it like an S way. You go around one corner, and then you see them going around another corner in the other direction.
What about them caught my attention in the first place?
You don't know, just something about them got your attention. It just you all of a sudden you're like, oh, what was that? Kind of thing.
He probably wouldn't continue to follow for one big reason. Well, two. One, he doesn't know where this goes, and if anything, it's probably some person who's going where they need to be. And two, he doesn't want to step too far away from the party.
You're not going like far away. All I'm telling you is if you want this to happen or not, do you follow? Again,
You
I
would
was
have to give
prepared for
his character a
Siri,
reason why he's following this person.
and I can't think of one at the moment. I'm just asking if you do to trigger this. If
Do you
not,
want me to? Because
yes.
he has no reason to.
Because I don't have another way to trigger this just yet that I've thought of. Again, I was prepared for Siri, but they're not here today, so I decided to do you next on the list. Giggity.
It's probably not something he would do. So I'm gonna have to stay true to the character.
I can force this in a different way if needed. If you're not going to follow and you have that, I'm not going to do this. As soon as you round the corner before Dalen can follow completely, going around the corner, you disappear. Dalen, they disappeared. How do you react to that?
Where did he go? No, I'm asking you. Where did he go? Did you see where he went?
Who are
And
you
Dalen
asking?
is sitting there. Dalen is talking to himself.
Oh.
He is talking to air quotes himself.
Dalen, you hear in your ear, this doesn't concern you, honey.
Is he safe?
You see a smile and then a shrug. It's not like a vicious smile, it's just a soft, like, who knows? But you sense no, like, viciousness or anything.
Dalen will pace about a bit and just linger in this area where he last saw Trogger.
Good to know.
Case.
Trogger, the world around you goes black, and it kind of reminds you of like when Dalen casted that spell.
Okay.
And everything around you is just quiet. Not
Does he
far.
still feel the ground beneath him?
Sure. You're standing. It doesn't feel like you're falling. Then not far away from you, a light shines down and you see a silhouette. Do you investigate?
Well, there ain't nothing else to do here. Oh yeah.
I can't fucking make you do it. I'm gonna force this on you. Take it like a man.
It's better like no, because it's better like this because this is genuinely going to get his attention way more than just seeing someone probably going about their business.
I told you I'm doing this on the fly, so accept it, bitch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go for it.
As you walk up to it, are you just casually walking up to the silhouette?
Are you ready to fight?
He's always ready to fight.
Before you,
I mean, he's got no reason to treat it as hostile, so he's going to approach it trying to see, like, get closer to see what it is.
yeah, as you approach it, you see it is a stone statue. The body of the statue it's built bigger than it should be, because if it was actual size, it would be smaller than you. Of a dragonborn looking, though it looks off, creature. Smooth scales. It's like a mixture of a dragonborn and a lizard folk. And it's in a posture of flying without wings, if that makes sense. Like it's falling, but on its face, there's like joy. And there are weapons on its back.
So a statue of a scaled like creature, a lizard, folk, or dragonborn like, with a crying expression. You said?
No. Imagine a creature that was frozen, like with one foot on the ground, like it was falling down, like jumping off of something. Its clothes are like kind of flowed back, and it has an expression of like excitement, joy.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misheard you with what you were saying. The expression. My bad.
But it's like mid jumping off of something, and that's why the clothes look like it's flowing back, and it's only got one foot on its clawed foot on the ground because it's like mid falling.
Yeah.
For the
Is
posture.
it all stone, or is there other things that isn't stone?
The whole thing
on
is made out of stone, even the weapons on its back. And I say weapons because there's more than one.
He'll just mumble softly, like, "That's curious sight. See a statue like this here."
As you mumble, you hear in your head, are you a true believer? And it's like out of nowhere. It's almost like a whisper.
A believer of what? He
Of
says,
me.
like, turning around, assuming it was something behind him.
Yeah, you look around, there's just darkness, a glow from behind you from the light that's shining on the statue. And you hear whispered into your head, of me.
That depends on what this me or who this me is that you speak of.
Are you still looking away?
He is still looking around, but he's also occasionally looking back at the statue.
Yeah, as soon as you turn back around to look at it, or even turn your head, it's in a different pose. It has the weapons are in its hands, but the blades are on the ground, like resting. And now you see a face of like, I'm intrigued. Help our people is what you hear in your head.
Our people. Who are you, or what are you?
Do you look away at all?
He's still looking around actively.
Okay.
Like, not frantic, but like still looking to see if he can spot anything anywhere.
As soon as you look away and look back, it's already moved. You don't even hear this movement. It's already shifted again. And one of the weapons is pointing at you. And again, there's no hostility feeling. It's just another new pose. And in your voice, you hear, I ask again, help our people?
Repeat the last thing you just said?
Me? Oh, yeah.
Yes, you.
In the voice, you hear, I ask again, help our people?
I do not know who your people are, but if I can help them, and if my party of friends could help them, I can say we would try our best if we knew to help.
You physically see the statue smile. Like, it's very slow, but the stone mouth moves to a smile, and it just fades, leaving the weapons.
Kind of just looks a little confused. Are they still stone?
The moment, yeah.
Or do they look... He'll kind of walk up to them, crouching down, looking at it, and just... You might have forgotten a few things.
Do you touch them?
In a way that one would run their finger along a sword or something that they have found and probably want to return to someone or something. Like making sure you are seeing what you are seeing. Especially here being in a black void.
The moment you touch the weapon at all, they change. There you go.
Oh. Interesting. Ah.
Those are now yours. You've collected your artifact.
That's great.
The moment you grab both of them, everything kind of flashes white, and you're back in the hallway. For Daylin, they just appear suddenly. Like, you blink, boom, they're there. Also, by
And
the
do I
way,
notice
that was the
anything different?
Dragon Rider god initially asking your help.
I mean, he gave a simple answer because he cannot promise help or loyalty to something he does not know.
He kept saying our people. Our. So you have to assume it's
That's
your
why
people.
that's why he said the things he said.
But yeah, as soon as you
But
appear,
our people... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
as soon as you appear back into Dalen's vision or eyes, you're now holding in both hands your weapons.
Is it two or is it one?
There's two of them.
Okay.
Oh, wrong one.
I don't think I can dual wield them per se,
Yet.
because I don't have the ability to do that.
Yet.
Also, I don't think, can I even? Oh yeah, I can. Okay, I have the proficiency to use it. We're good there.
So yeah, all the information you see currently, you can actively use. For a level 5, they're considered a +1. And then of course you have the lore and all that. And as you reach new levels, you'll gain more benefits, just like Viola will.
Okay. Is it strength based? I would assume so.
Yeah.
Battle axe.
Axes are, yeah.
And I have it to where everyone can see it. It's just, it's your item. But yeah, you now have just reappeared in the hallway, one in each hand, and Dalen just sees you suddenly there with new weapons. It's like the blink of an eye, bam, you're back.
Does it do the same damage as a battle axe?
+1.
Besides the +1?
Let me double check one more time if that's all it says at the one moment. Yes. Because they're regular battle axes. At level 5, they become a +1. At level 10,
That's all I need to know about it.
yeah. At
If
level
it
10,
was the
15,
same
and
damage.
20, you'll get more info. But for right now, at level 5, you get +1 properties. I'll be done shortly, and I can fit. Oh, what? Yes.
Well,
What?
what was that all about?
Why didn't you just tell me that? Okay, but yeah, you appear with 2 weapons, and inside, in like your chest or pit of your stomach, there's this like positive feeling.
What was that all about? And you might want to put those away while inside a church.
They'll take a moment to look at what he's holding. I'm not sure even I understand what fully just happened, but I have an idea. Until do his best with what he's currently got, because he's still got like his normal gear with him. So he'll do his best with what he's got on him to kind of just put the axes on his back.
Yeah, they you don't need. There's no attachment needed. They just clamp on or attach.
Magnetically adhere to you.
Basically, when you go to holster them,
That's handy.
they just kind of pop on. And if you roll, you don't have to roll, but if you think back for a moment looking at the statue, there was nothing on them either that attached to it. It just was attached.
Ever ready blades. No drawing required.
Well, I mean, you gotta fucking draw it. There's just no need to worry about if it will attach or not.
They pop off and fly into your hand.
So
Like
yeah,
a lightsaber.
as that's going on with the 2 of you, the Archbishop shows up to the rest of the party.
I will walk and talk with Trogger on our way back.
I can also change up the weapon if that one doesn't suit you to a different one, but that's what I had.
No, it's fine. It is entirely fine. I'm just saying I currently can't dual wield it because I don't have any feat for that, and not knowing knowing battle axes don't have the light feat or light property, I can't dual wield it right now.
Yeah.
So I can't
Get
use it to
negatives.
its full thing.
You could dual wield it. You'd get a lot of negatives to hit.
It's not worth it. It would. He'll probably stick to using the glaive for now until he kind of has an idea of, or like his weapon breaks suddenly. And it's like, well, fuck it, I gotta just put the trust in myself now. But I don't know.
You also have to put
At the moment,
effort into it, like Viola did, to understand said item. So,
well, yeah, it's magical requires attunement, but at the moment, in terms of effectiveness,
yeah,
he
you
ain't
just
got it.
notice that you go to put them on and they just quickly attach. Like there was no effort. You put them back there, boom, attached.
Yeah, I think it would. What would be? It would be a -8 on your offhand, and a -6 on your main hand.
Ew.
But you'll also add a character. You'll gain the ability to use it without needing the dual wielding. It's a special effect. It's just for now you need to figure it out.
Let's see, we're level 6. I get the next day aside by level 8, and the dual wielder feat is. I really hate getting forced to look at the preprint runs. I don't want to see the reprints. I just want to see it.
It'd still be like a -4, -6. If you
Oh,
need the dual wield, because the
actually, it
offhand
would
isn't
be
a light.
still worthwhile to pick up dual wielder.
But again, like I said, you'll learn more about them as you attune to, as you figure them out. Everyone will when they get their items. But yeah, the Archbishop shows up to the rest of the party, and as you two return, you see he's there already waiting, kind of talking to the I forgot the word I used for the other person, retainer. The two of them are speaking back and forth on what the objective is and whatnot. And the rest of the party being Fluffy and Viola, you see some new weapons on Trogger's back sticking out.
She has a bit of a flashback to when we were in the Dragon Rider God's Temple. She looks up at the church and she decides she'll deal with it later if she needs to. But for now, she
That's
greets.
Just
solid.
raid the armory.
I
For
mean,
now,
if
she
you
greets.
look at. Sorry, go ahead.
For now, she greets the Archbishop respectfully and gently nudges Heathen behind her so that he doesn't have to be near this creepy priest guy because of past experiences.
Yeah.
Creepy priest guy. I love it.
As opposed to the other creepy priest guy that she forced him to interact with.
Basically.
Yeah.
Heathen will happily go behind you. Now has a negative view of this Archbishop. Was not thinking anything of it because this is a new continent, new place, but now has a negative feeling. I must avoid this one, I guess. I lost my fucking chapstick.
Burn everything.
Right? No, that's if I see a bug and then it disappears. Oh yeah, but things are spoken, whatnot, and they will take off ahead because they know where they're gonna go, and I guess everyone will go to the castle. Right?
Right.
I mean, if that's where everyone wants to go at the current moment, then yes.
Dalen's first trip to the castle.
I do have to be completely honest though, I'm falling asleep.
But we're ending it.
It is getting late.
Okay.
I just wanted to know if there was anything
Okay.
else anyone else needed to do before I found it.
On what?
I put my chapstick in my glasses case so it wouldn't roll away.
I'm gonna ask just to the group, is it going to make a better impression if I handle this in the gown outfit or in my armor because of how serious this is? Just like, what is more sane for what we're about to do, this trial
Should I look dressy or
interrogation
not?
thing? Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
if it helps you decide, Trogger's going to be wearing the same armor that he's been wearing. It's got some, small dents, some little gouges in it, but it's polished up nice, so,
I mean,
Uh-huh.
Dalen is in armor, but he looks fucking immaculate. He is fancy with it.
You look tired.
Yeah. Trogger's wearing his armor, and it's not that it doesn't look bad, but it definitely doesn't look new. It just looks like it was cleaned up constantly.
With the new weapons that emphasize everything about your outfit, Trogger, it looks good.
You look
The
prepared.
weapons make it.
Well,
Be prepared.
thank you.
Theo, I made a wisdom check on accident. Just knowing what I know about how casual or professional the princesses are, and like previous experience with sane nobility. Am I doing the right thing here? Just using my battle outfits and stuff?
You're not going to a cordial party. So what you're doing, as long as you keep your weapons sheathed, you're as best as you're going to get.
So she's a mage, so she generally gestures and talks with her
Your hands aren't weapons.
the rod with the dragon head on it. So
keep your rod in your hands and mind your hand gestures.
She will tuck it inside of one of the. What is the best way to say it? Because you can tuck stuff inside of a robe, but you can't really tuck stuff into one half of like armor, especially if it's this large. So yeah, I guess she just puts it in her backpack.
Okay. So yeah, mind your hands and tuck in
Stick
your
it in
wand.
your waistband.
Okay, I stick it on my waistband just because I might need to cast a spell, and it is less threatening than an actual weapon, but it is my foci, aside from some plant stuff.
Trogger would know how to handle royalty, being that of what they do for a living. Heathen was not there, so knowing that if this is royalty, he is extremely nervous given his past. So he will constantly be behind at least one person to keep as far distance between him and them. The cat is a cat.
I did not mean to deafen there. I'm so sorry. For the most part, Trogger will just kind of not speak as much. Most of his interactions are like protection or just occasionally interacting with them.
Daglin's already there, so you don't have to worry about her. And then,
Wait, who did you just say?
I mean, Astrid, shut up. Astrid's already there, so we don't have to worry about her right now. Plus, she's got it in with the royalty at the moment. And then Daylin just has to not be a dick. And I'm not wrong.
I mean, he's not normally. Just to the GM.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and this is where we'll end it.